Jesus, fuck, that's loud. My eardrums.
Well,
Jabba.
don't have your speakers so loud, or your headphones, or whatever.
Look at Kiki looking all professional and shit. I'm over here in a white, like a t-shirt, like, fuck this shit.
She's in her goddess outfit.
I'm in my birthday outfit.
There you go.
So FYI,
Yeah.
it is busier with calls today.
Okay.
So I may not be talking very much.
Okay.
So
We'll figure it
That'll
out.
make 3 of us.
That's just because you're dead.
I'm not disagreeing. He says haven't taken a shower at fucking noon.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Do what you want.
Guys, I mean, I put in like... Well, let's see. I can look it up. Boop. 80 hours and 7 days.
Yikes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
80 hours and 7 days.
How are you not actually dead?
I'm a slumbering god, remember?
He referred it to his abysmal form. Don't worry about it.
A being of pure energy.
He's wearing his meat sack for us. So we don't go insane.
Right.
I can't wait to see if I actually get picked up for the hazard pay. That's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Speaking of all the hours I've worked, because I don't know how they're calculating it, but if they're calculating it off my hours, the last couple of years have been nuts. So that could be a small fortune. They've been very vague about how that's calculated. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh dear.
But my application was, whatever you want to call it, approved, so we'll see.
Get you
Not
that
approved for money, but I was approved for the pool of people who may be entitled to money.
Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Super Happy Fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, and Mish. Enjoy the birthday fun and have a wonderful June Pride, everyone.
So I had an okay time in Utah, except for the part where we all caught COVID when we got home.
You tell people to stop licking doorknobs, but nobody listens to your Cupcake. He don't know nothing.
Yes, I licked all the doorknobs. Actually, originally we were going to stay in a timeshare.
I bet you're glad you didn't.
Yeah.
And then
That would've been-
it started snowing and we didn't have chains, so we had to move to a hotel, and that would have been a lot of doorknobs.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Doorknobs and touching face. And... Oh, I'm excited.
Why are
I'm
we
gonna
excited?
fangirl over this. I am much excited because one of my favorite Overwatch artists, like fan artists, is part of this other server that I'm in. So excited because of that, and because I just love the artwork. And one of their artworks, which I'm very excited for them, got picked up and got noticed by the voice actor. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because he's Japanese, goddammit, for Hanzo. And the voice actor is autographing this artwork and sending it out. And it's like, I'm like, it just pay $40.
What? His English dub voice actor?
Let me find
Paul?
Paul. Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, Paul Noguchi.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not even gonna try to say his last name. It's Paul.
Weeb.
I figured Cupcake would be able to say it because it's Cupcake.
One of my old buddies, one of my oldest buddies in the world, was talking to me the other day, and I haven't talked to him fucking early high school, and he was talking about his daughter. I was like, oh wow, you got married? He's like, yeah, we have a kid. I'm like, oh, Mariah. I'm like, you named your daughter Future? He's like, it's a very normal name in Japan. I'm like, Weeb. And God forgive me for I don't remember his wife's name, but as soon as he said her name, I went, "Oh shit! You married a Japanese girl." Fine, I gotta find the message.
He obtained ultimate weeb.
Right?
Oops. Okay. But it's like several different artworks that can be sold with autographs. So I was like, okay.
Mariko. That's her name. I was like,
Okay.
God damn it. I was like, oh! Suddenly the fact you named your daughter Mariah makes so much more sense to me. He's like, God, you're a weeb. I'm like, spoken like the pot to its reflection of the kettle.
Okay. Rar.
Rar indeed.
So I have to say it's rar.
Ha ha. Happy dog.
All I have to say is thank you, Twitter algorithm, because I started, liking and sharing and bookmarking some Overwatch art, and then it's like, here. I'm like, thanks. All right. Thank you. No calls right away. Thank you. I know this week is our busy week. God damn it, I know. But I'm just like, guys, it's June. You should be watching the US Open shit. Get the fuck out. Go out and golf. Stop calling me.
Why are you fuckers not just golfing? I mean, God, it's that season.
Oh my god. I know, I'm being silly. Because I'm like, ugh. So.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? Yes, it's Pride Prompt Month.
Woo!
Woo! I had to figure out how to wrap up my first prompts in a short fashion because I think we all got away from it because it was like the general rule of around 1,500 words. Around,
right?
But then we all started writing 3,000 to 5,000 words, and we're all
right.
burning out, and we're like, okay, we need to get back to the short shit because this is. So I'm like, I legitimately I'm just like, okay, drag, and how do I just maybe mention a few of the songs and then wrap it up? So I'm like, this is just. I mean, the songs I found, I think, match. It's just. I have to pick which ones I'm going to feature because I already know a few that I want to feature, but then it's who else? And all that jazz, and So,
I mean, yay, if you cried, here's some Overwatch smut.
Wonk wonk.
Wonk wonk.
Yes, consume. Citizen, consume. That's much.
You would know all about consuming.
I have no idea what you speak of. I am not a consumer whore, and not how.
Of course not.
he says wearing $2,000 headphones going into an $8,000 audio system. I mean, what?
T-Rash. Sands of Dune. Nice. At some point, I'll read the Dune books that I have in there.
Right.
Oh yeah, here we go. I will share. Oop, come on.
There.
Do I still? Okay, good. That's gotta take me directly to it. Good. So just because I feel like sharing, because I'm much excited for this person.
Mm-hmm.
Do. There we go.
Well, that's fun.
So I really, really like that style of artwork, and their chibis are cute too. Just like their chibis. Sorry. Moment of oh my god. Then okay, I'm done. Very soon, like either tomorrow or Thursday, I think. I know people were like really fangirling over the new Junk Queen, Junker Queen. They're like my queen. Oh, and it's just like okay, I see your point. Go fangirl, fanboy, whatever you feel like doing, just go. Enjoy the new buff lady.
I mean, the internet does like its big buff ladies.
And Overwatch does have its big buff ladies. Because for a while it was just Zarya and as the main big buff lady. Everybody else is just like cute or tiny and scary. Because yeah, that's about right. So,
I mean, speaking of fanning, it's not something I fan over because I don't care for their sound, but apparently BTS is going to split up.
Oh no, anything but that.
How will the money-making machine go on without them?
it will crank out another money-making group. And they will continue selling BTS work, downloads and CDs and shit.
Right.
So they'll still make money off of it because people they still make money off of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block. I'm just saying, like,
Well, Backstreet Boys
shit
and
from
New
like
Kids on the
40
Block
years
are still
ago.
together.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, just because the best part of NSYNC was Justin Timberlake doesn't mean that. Yeah, okay, yeah, they're not going to exist.
Hey, man. They knew they can make more money off of 4 pretty boy faces, so yeah.
I'm sure we'll swing back around to the era of Western boy bands again.
Most likely.
Someday.
I give it like a year or two.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny because I'm like, I kind of arrived late on like the J-pop, K-pop scene, so it was just like all of it. They'd already exploded, and I was like, what's this? What? Oh, okay. I wasn't that into NSYNC or Backstreet Boys anyway, so I was like, I can kind of see the appeal, so you guys go have fun. Have healthy fun, please. Thank you.
I was very much a Backstreet Boys girl growing up.
Well, what's funny was
NSYNC.
my parents went on a trip, and I joked with my mom. She's like, "Well, you want me to bring you back?" I was like, "A boyfriend." Haha. She brought me back an NSYNC CD. just like,
I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess.
I know. I'm just,
I mean, here, have some imaginary boyfriends.
yeah, I have some imaginary boyfriends. I just had to laugh because I was like, okay, Mom. Like, for me, my main, my main artist growing up was Celine Dion. So, yeah. Oh, jeez.
I mean, I've
my
never
main thing-
disliked Celine Dion. She's Canadian treasure.
Yeah. And not that wasn't grooming. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. Because there's a part of me that goes, as long as they were both adults and consenting with it when everything started, that's fine. But it's a little bit sus when you marry your manager who started managing you when you were 14.
It's only a little sus.
A little sus. I'm just like, I'm not gonna judge too hard. I'm just saying it's sus. You guys seem to be very happy. Now you guys have your happiness. Ah. But anyways, my main like fangirl, like, you know, favorite celebrity was Martin Short. Of all the actors, I was like, Martin Short, I love him.
I mean,
I'm like, don't look at me.
Martin
I just
Short is great and all, but
yeah, I was just he was my favorite. He still is one of my favorites. Don't ask me why, though. You go back like 25 years and ask me why. Like, I couldn't give you an answer. Can't give you an answer now. Okay.
that was quick.
I understand more now why I'm like Martin Freeman. I'm like, because he's just the right kind of smartass that I like. Kind of like the guy I married, but I digress.
I know what it's like to be married to a smartass.
Nah, Mr. Keeks is smartass? Never. The man's a walking, talking joke machine, though. Every time I hear him in the background, there's some fucking witty remark coming out. I'm like, damn. I forget what we were talking about the last time you were on, and it was like, he like walked into the room and was just like, cracked off some line. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I have no idea. I don't remember what it was. I just remember being like, I didn't know he was coming in the room, but then all of a sudden I just hear him in the background with some remark about something we were talking about. I'm just like, holy shit, out of nowhere, like a thunderclap.
It's funny because I'll be sitting there, I'm like, so, I'll be like, well, and hubby will be like, a hole in the ground with water. Thank you, honey. I didn't know what that was.
And I quote, shit, not in here. Do that in the bathroom. Shut up. I may have to start writing something for someone with the because and as a server in another server, we've fangirled over this actor because he's so pretty and he pays. It's just like, you're so pretty, especially as Thranduil. It's like, you're so pretty. Come here. You're an asshole, but come here. Yeah. I think a bunch. There were several of us LOTR like hardcore, like me and the server owner were like, dudes, let us show you this man as this character, please. Thank you. And he's like 6'3", so he's tall.
tall boy. So it's just like, hi, look up and hi. So, because somebody else and I were like, DMing each other. And they're like, I wish I had the money to like pay you to write something for me. I'm like, I could do it for free or like no price. And they're like, no, you deserve the money. I'm like, all the money. I'm like, okay. And they mentioned like, I don't see, it's like, I just want a certain like elven king. I want to climb him like a tree. I'm like, which one are we talking about? And then it's Thranduil. I'm like, okay, that one. Because there's like several elven kings in media or Elvis princes. So I'm like, which one are we talking about? Ugh. Ugh, stupid heating pad. I think I need to. Because last week I pulled something in my lower back. So it's been like off and on, like hurting. And I just leaned forward because I had it automatically turned off the heating pad. I leaned forward, and because it's hot and humid, I'm like, oh, look at that sweat on my back. Oh yeah, this weekend on Sunday is reunion. Woo! So my brother and his family are coming into town from California, and so they're coming in Wednesday afternoon, and then one set is leaving like Sunday night, and the other set's leaving Monday. Because my niece has to leave early because she's got like something she needs to go to on Monday, and so, and then my mom's like planning all this stuff about, oh, we need to, do something for your niece's birthday. So we're taking her to, it's called Miss Molly's Tea Room. And so that the boys can decorate my mom's house. And the other thing is hubby most likely can't come on Saturday because 2 of his cousins have graduating children this year. And both of them decided, oh, we're going to have the graduation parties on the same Saturday.
Yup.
On the same side of the family. So it's like one's like from 1 to 4 and the other's like 4 to 8 or 9 o'clock or something like that. So you could conceivably go to both, but it's like, okay, so hubby can't. He might swing by later, but he's going to miss part of it. But, Okay, bring up Twitter again so I can stare at this artwork again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry, because I absolutely love their artwork. Because I'm going to share this one merely because of the last panel. I forgot about this. It's making me laugh. So instead of Bamf being badass motherfucker, no, it's badass manfucker. I'm just like, ballot.
Did you guys see the Pride Whoppers out of, what was it, Austria?
Yeah, I saw those. I was like, but there's one top and one bottom.
The fucking tops and bottoms?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
It did not go well. Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Oh my god, Guillermo del Toro's making a version of Pinocchio.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they have images of the... It's I think it's 3D animated. I think. That's bizarre, to be dead honest. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it's 2 tops, 2 bottoms.
Yeah, way to fundamentally misunderstand Gabe anything.
Yeah, but that's not what they meant by it. They meant it was homogeneous and heterogeneous, i.e., 2 of the same, not 2 different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a prosthetic. Hold on. I'm paying attention. I'm also typing something up and going, that's not a prosthetic. That is technology. Anyways.
I mean, technically,
But
prosthetics are technology, but what do I know?
Technically. In this case, I'm
Mr. Cupcake is technically correct. The best kind of correct.
I'm differentiating between Cassidy's forearm and the Doomfist gauntlet. I'm differentiating between the 2 of those.
I mean,
yes,
technically, they're both prosthetics.
Yes.
Okay, that Pinocchio is really cute.
Right.
Okay, so someone pointed out that they consider cybernetics, nanotech, genetics, and armor to be 4 different categories. So, like, cybernetics is anything mechanical that's meant to replace or enhance a body part, like a prosthetic limb, or replacement organ, or Sombra's implants. Nanotech, at least in the Overwatch universe, seems limited to boosting, like, the body's healing factors.
It hasn't gone that far, yeah.
Yeah. Genetics, permanent genetic changes that boost biological functions without the use of mechanical parts, and armor, completely removable mechanical supplements that are not meant to replace a limb or body part.
The big one-eyed German guy's got the exo armor.
Yeah. Him and Reinhardt and Hannah are the 2 main tanks that have a tank. Well, them and Hammond.
They're Iron Man. We get it. Moving on.
Yes.
Or War Machine, whatever.
There we go. All right.
I mean, let's be dead honest. Activision Blizzard is never going to fucking recover from the bullshit they got themselves into, so...
Yeah, with the whole cowboy name and shit, yeah, they're not gonna recover from
the cowboy name ain't the problem. It's everything that, like, is
it was the man attached to the cowboy name.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, of the things that company's guilty of, naming the cowboy after somebody who turned out to be a fucking sexual predator is the least of their fucking problems. It's not great, but that's fucking spin control, not actual remediation for the things they've done as a company.
Yeah. And that I agree with that, and a lot of people I was talking to at the time agree with that. It's like, this is like a fucking Band-Aid on, like, a fucking gut wound, like, oh, this will make it better. No, it won't.
It's a news bite. It was just them doing that to be like, look, see, we're making changes. That's not actually making changes. I mean, the fact that they acknowledge the guy was a jackass is terrible. I mean, it was excellent, but, like, the fact they changed the character's name means nothing to me, because he could have kept the name and just basically said, look, who he was named for doesn't represent who the character is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, I enjoyed Dilbert, but I totally fucking up to the fact that Scott Adams is a horrible human being.
Oh, the
True.
worst.
He's up there. I don't understand how these people can write this shit and then, like, be just absolutely the opposite of what they're writing. It's like, how the fuck did you pull that off?
Yep.
Although I guess you get the Republicans going, homosexuals are ruining this country, then they find them in a bathroom sucking somebody's dick, and they're like, I'm not gay, I just like sucking dick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds pretty gay to me.
This is an actual conversation I've had in which a guy feigned his homosexuality by saying, no, he just really enjoys sucking dick, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm having this conversation right now.
It's like, dude, at least you're somewhat bisexual. Like just
No. He was heterosexual. He just really liked sucking. He didn't care. He didn't care whose dick it was. He just really liked sucking dick. And I'm like, I cannot believe I'm having this conversation. And this was his way of rationalizing his latent homosexuality. Was, no, I'm just really into sucking dick, bro. I'm like okay.
I cannot believe the amount of denial I am witnessing in this conversation.
Not just a river in northern Africa. Yes. Like, I use this as like a hypothetical situation, but this is an actual conversation I had with another human being in which they were in denial of their own latent homosexuality, because it's the only way I can explain it. Because the way they were rationalizing it was just basically like, well, it could be like hermaphrodite. I'm like, no, we're not having this conversation. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but this, like, no.
I'm like, see, for me, it's like, immediately I was like, if you suck dick once and be like, nope, it's not for me, then I would say, yeah, you tried it out, you gave it a good old, Boy Scout try, open-minded enough to say, okay, let me try this, and if you said, okay, sucking dick's not for me, then you're straight.
Oh my god, all I can think of is, oh dude, I'm so straight, I hate my dick so much I beat it into submission at least twice a day.
Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, that's all I gotta say about that. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
When you were saying that's all that was coming to mind, it was like fucking that line. I'm just like,
Jesus Christ.
It just like cuts to like a cartoonish like fucking clip of a dude fighting a giant cartoonishly large dick in submission.
Oh my god. I'm just sitting here going like, oh, you beat into submission. That's what she said.
Oh yeah, baby, at least 3 times a day she beat it into submission.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the shot of a guy from behind his pants just explode when a girl walks by. Quick! You have to fight it before it takes control!
Oh my gosh.
It's like fucking Doc Ock with a prehensile penis.
Oh my god.
It's taking control of my mind! It's just like with my Japanese animes!
It's like, we warned you about the hentai, about the yellow hentai, like, we warned you!
Oh.
Okay. I will BRB. BRB.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Boy.
Oh.
Oh, that was fast.
This is so I can actually get up and go on break.
Yes.
Yes. You can come along if you want. You don't have to stay there this time. Dink.
For some reason, I got reminded because I was DMing with someone about the smut I was writing, and I was like, and they were like, I would think it would be easier to write like from the female's perspective, and I'm like, sitting there thinking, you would think. I am choosing to write male-male pairings. Shut the fuck up. It's like, I'm glad you enjoy it. Just, yeah, you think it would be easier from my perspective, but no. Oh, what else? Oh, yeah, Kiki, we have your Florida temperature out here this week. You know, mid to upper 80s, low 90s. Always fun.
In a moment of madness, it's 96 here right now.
It's only gonna be 92 today.
But tomorrow it's
Let's
only going to
see
be
here.
79.
Tomorrow it's gonna be 99.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
I'm
Hold on.
melting.
What's the temperature?
It's about 81 degrees outside.
81 right now. Come on up if you want to come on up. It's okay, you can come up. Yeah, come on up. There. See? You can do it. 3 stairs. Little sausage. Yeah, it's like heat advisory for today for your county, and like, yay. Oh yeah, we had thunderstorms last night that were really intense. Like, one thunderclap basically shook the house.
Ooh.
And my own cousin who lives in Ohio, like southern Ohio, middle southern Ohio, they heard a big thing of thunder that's like, that's not thunder. Oh, one of our trees came down. Like, so if you're looking at their house, you know, house, garage, driveway, and then tree. And tree came down and just missed the garage and the house by like a few feet. So it didn't hit the house, but it still like went crunch, poof. That's like, and block the driveway, they can't get out. So it's like, oh, hey, anybody want to help us move this tree today? Like, hi. Oh. And I'm just really glad that our neighbor is getting rid of the one tree that could do that to our house, fall over and hit our house. He's like getting it done bit by bit because it's one of those, you know, older trees that have been there for like, you know, 30, 40 years, you know, so.
Oh. Mm.
Okay, random call from Wabasha, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I mean, just before we started this, I got an automated message from my student loan company saying to call them, so I did, and I went through all the information with the guy, and he's like, all right, cool. He's like, we just wanted to make sure all your information was up to date. Like, could you just send me an email?
Apparently not.
No, must do phone call. Must be archaic.
Well, like, once you got through, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, that's it. He's like, that's it. I'm like, cool, all right, well. He's like, yeah, take your time. I got all day. I'm like, I'm good, thank you. I'm gonna go now. He's like, all right, you do that. I'm like, all right, have a nice day. He's like, same to you. It's like, I'm like, that was the weirdest ending to like a business phone call I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like, you send me a vague automated message that says, call us, we need to talk to you about your loans. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll pull the number up and take a look. Call them like, yeah, we just wanted to confirm your information was correct. I'm like, couldn't you just send an email?
I know the client I take calls for, you used to be able to go online and do stuff like update your address and stuff for your membership. Can't do that no more. You need to call in. And people are like, oh, I can't believe I'm sitting there going like, I know that. I don't know that other places you can update your account information and like update your credit card on file. I know that. I just that this organization decided not to do that.
No. Finish. I can do that, but they wanted to confirm that my information was correct. it was correct, but they wanted to physically like have man-to-man or human-to-human contact. That yes, all the information I entered when I got transferred from Navian to Advantage, like for my federal loans, was correct. So that in August, when the loan interest freeze goes away, they'll know where to send my bills. Same place they sent my bills for the last decade.
I guess they're doing their due diligence. I guess.
Right.
I mean,
And I have this sinking sensation that like late July, early August, something else will come up and they'll push it out, another 6 months.
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, today Mommy's not having cheese on her pretzels. She's having mustard.
How dare she?
Oh, I have to show that picture from yesterday. Second best day of this dog's life.
Oh, the cheese fell on the floor?
Yeah, cheese fell on the floor. So I had the shredded cheese bag, right? Propped it up. It was open. And then it decided to fall towards the floor, or the edge of the island.
Right.
Then dumped it, and some of it fell on the dog.
The dog was like, I'm covered in delicious food, thud.
He's like, cheese! Oh, cheese from above. Second best day of my life after the turkey juice rain. It was so funny because it was like, hubby didn't hear him at first. Because he was using electric knives. And all of a sudden, he just heard this licking. He looks down, and the turkey juice is running off of the carving board, off of the island, and literally onto the floor, onto the dog's head. The dog doesn't care that things are dripping on his head because turkey juice. Must lick the turkey juice. Ugh. Stupid nose.
I know, I still got the sniffles.
Oh, yeah. So are you now COVID-free, or are you still testing positive?
I forgot to take my test. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'll take one later today. Actually, I could take one now.
I mean, like you had to. I was just curious. You were saying you were going to see if you were still...
Thanks for that, Cupcake. I'm sharing it with the other folks that have dark humor.
Right. I was like trying to figure out where the joke was going. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what? What about the quiet kid at the very end? I'll miss this guy. Oh, shit.
Okay, that's a little bit, and I think this is Dragon Ball Z artwork. That's a little strange seeing those two characters in drawn differently. Pokemon characters drawn, I think, in Dragon Ball Z.
Well, why don't you post it, and then we'll try to figure it out.
That's what I'm doing. My fingies.
Do it faster!
There you go. Fingies worked.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that works, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the guy-girl evil duo is kind of a trope in Japanese storytelling.
Yeah.
I forgot their names for a second.
Jesse and James.
Yes.
Lapis and Lazuli. 17 and 18.
No, I didn't forget 17 and 18. For some reason, I forgot Jesse and James.
Oh, Jesse and James. I know
It's
she's
interesting to see
Musashi
them
and...
as...
What the hell is his name in Japanese? Because she's Musashi, so what is he?
I have no idea. I
don't know.
very little about not dubbed Pokemon.
And that is where you will fail. I will succeed.
Sure, you can.
Because I don't remember his fucking name in Japanese. Let's see. Kanto, blah blah blah. Well, yeah, I get that his name is that, but I'm curious what his name is in Japanese, because we all know they named him after Jesse James, but that's not the point. I like that they got so incompetent that they eventually came full circle and went back to being competent for a while in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, his name is Kojiro. Jesus Christ.
Kojiro, nice.
I said they made reference to them being famous samurai.
Yes.
Ronin samurai. That joke is so bad, and why do I get it?
Toss in the trash.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't had time for anime in months. Not almost a year at this point.
Poor Cupcake.
In fact, I spent the last, I don't know, 3 weeks playing fucking Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Which is awesome, by the way.
Oh, good.
It's amazing. It's seriously amazing. It's infuriating because it's that standard Nintendo thing of, like, it's super easy to, like, beat the level, but to get 100%, you have to really, like, be a pro player.
Oh.
And the levels themselves aren't too bad, but they have these things called treasure portals or treasure trails or something, where it's like they give you a power up and like you have to beat it in X amount of time and get like a MacGuffin to use the MacGuffins to upgrade your powers to higher levels. But there's also every one of these things has a target time. Oh my god, some of the target times are ridiculous. You have to play absolutely perfect. Like, no mistakes. Like, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh my god. They're like, oh, you don't have to do it. But if you want to see the real ending, you better get them all. I'm like,
gotta kill them all.
also because I'm curious about the supposedly if you finish the game with everything done up until the final boss, you unlock the dark side version, which is like even harder. Like, I'm playing in a hard mode, but then there's like the hard mode version of the worlds apparently.
Interesting.
So, I don't know, I'm guessing probably 2-3 weeks I'll be screaming bloody murder. I'm actually not that far. I'm at the end of World 4, so I think there's only 2 worlds left for the final boss. So I'm getting close. Now what?
Very nice, very nice. Oh, alright, Stinky, hold on just a minute. Sit down. Throw away.
What time is it? I got 4 minutes.
Okie dokie, so let's go outside, Stinky.
Oh boy. Humidity.
Guys, the sausage had to go outside and sniffy. Because sniffies are very important.
Oh, the most important.
What?
All right. Still got a couple minutes.
So apparently, because of all the legal stuff behind the ACA and its aftermath, in October, if Congress doesn't act, insurance rates are going to skyrocket for health insurance.
Oh. Yay. Just what we wanted to hear. Yay. Alright.
Yeesh. I just saw the headline go by. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Late. See what I'm doing. Yeah, I was like, I was scrolling through some videos today, and like kind of TikTok type of videos.
Hmm.
One of it was started off with it was a Stitch. So it started off with showing like one angry fast food customer, like legit trying to climb through a window to like physically assault this lady, the worker, through the drive-through window, right? Because whatever, she was angry about something. And then the Stitcher came in and went, and y'all wonder why fast food and retail people A, want to be paid more, and B, are quitting.
Right.
Because of shit like that. And you can't find anybody? Because I can guarantee we've all seen that.
It was really interesting to see how angry people like in my town got when the fast food places didn't have enough help, and so they were closing at like 8 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
Oh dear, there.
Yeah. And that just kind of triggered the thought of, like, unless I really, really, like, was desperate and, like, really, really needed a job, you couldn't pay me enough to go into food retail. Like,
Right.
especially fast food. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, if I had to, I would. But if I had any other choice, no. Because
I mean, food service in general should not be like the dregs of society either. Like,
yeah, that too.
I mean, I'm grateful as fuck that there are any fast food places even left around, because I've been watching for the last decade as little by little, like, every fucking restaurant in town is closed up.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only being held together by the fact that they're, basically backed by monolithic corporations, but even that, they're starting to run into, they can't staff the places.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I should say
Yeah.
they won't staff the places, because they could staff the places, they just want to.
Yeah. Well, I remember, like, when I got my new phone, right? So I'm at the legit, I went to the Apple store because I figured they can hook me up with Verizon. I'd rather go to the actual, if I'm getting an iPhone again, I'm going to go to the Apple store, right?
Right.
This lady thanked me for being a kind and considerate customer.
Right.
And I'm just sitting there going, like, no, you don't get it. I've worked retail in customer service for fucking years.
Right.
And they're like, your guys are busy, short-staffed, what have you. And it's not going to help either of us for me to sit here and bitch about not being helped, right? It's not going to help. And it's going to make your life harder, and that's just not me. I'm like, she shouldn't have to thank me for not throwing a hissy fit. BRB.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Now I am back on the computer. I don't have to make sure I'm talking to the right end of the iPad.
Right.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, no call right away. I'm like not talking for a second. But yeah, it's just I'm just like based in common like decency of like having the self-awareness and knowledge that everyone's affected by what's going on, and I'm like, I don't know if it's just me because I've been in customer service and retail for so long, but I'm like, you be bitchy and your customer service experience will go down. They will do the bare minimum to make sure that you don't scream at them, but so they may have done something for you before that now you sure as hell ain't getting.
Right.
But then again, I've been working retail and customer service for...
Oh, you can't even imagine it, Mish. It's like, this is the best price you can do on this discontinued product? Yep. Not gonna go any lower. Nope. Oh, I thought your manager. Alright. Call my general manager over. Why'd you call the store manager over? That is my manager. Well, what are you? Department manager. So you're in charge of this department? Yup. Well, can you get him to give me a lower price? Nope. General manager walks away. So you're not gonna give me a lower price? Nope. Well, why not? So I get full value if I scrap it. Oh. Well, you won't give me a lower price then? Nope.
Yep, I've had similar conversations over the phone. Because, like, the prices for the memberships didn't go up for years and years.
Yeah, and then inflation hit. I know. The old, why is this thing so expensive now? Well, the cost of getting it here got more expensive. Oh, I don't believe that. No. How much is gas a gallon right now? Think about diesel. And stare at you blankly. Yeah, I know. It's hard to put two and two together. Oh my god, they're making a Beavis and Butthead Beavis and Butthead movie called Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. What the fuck?
Universe?
Why?
Why?
Why are they doing the universe? They're going to space! In June 23rd! That's like next week!
Wait, what?
Okay. I knew that was going to happen.
Yes!
Hi!
No, it's coming out the 23rd!
What is?
Beavis
You gotta
and
be
Butthead
kidding me!
Do the universe.
And they're middle-aged!
Well, at least they
What?
aged
I'm sorry, I
them.
missed you. Who are we talking about? Because I got a call right there, so I deafened.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Beavis and
It's
Butthead
gonna-
Do the universe.
It's gonna be on Paramount Plus. Oh my god.
So you said Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah!
Oh, jeez. I can't remember. Is the Star Trek stuff on Paramount Plus?
Yes.
All right.
Paramount is the studio in charge of Star Trek. I mean, little by little, they're gonna have to start figuring out ways to bundle these streaming services together, because otherwise, nobody's gonna be able to afford all of them.
Well, you can already get
Yeah.
Disney Plus and ESPN together.
Yeah, but that's not Paramount. That's not Crunchyroll. That's not any number of other streaming services. Those are owned by the same parent company, so that's why you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
They should call it something like cable, because you're going to cable them together.
Well, this is it.
It's like, welcome to pirating.
Why you're not really going to pirate? I mean, okay, yeah, you can pirate live sports. Yeah,
I know.
so much work.
Disease. All right.
I mean, I just don't care enough anymore to pirate this stuff. It's like, we're going to make this very hard for you to get. It's not going to be cheap. Okay, I just won't watch it. Well, what? I'm not going to watch it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
The only reason I even bothered with the last 2 Star Wars movies was because I could watch them on Amazon for like $4. I had to, if I had to get Disney in order to watch them, I would have screamed. Been like, you know what? I'm gonna look up the plot synopsis. Done. But shockingly, I actually enjoyed the last Star Wars movie. The 8th one was terrible. That was a major misstep. Ooh. I say it very often, but that was like that movie. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Like that. There was something happened. They were writing that movie, and something got missed because it was like, woo.
Yeah.
The Gray Man. Russo brothers. Okay, whatever.
I've been edging closer and closer to cutting my hair.
If you haven't noticed, cut all mine off.
Right. Like I say, you're back to your natural hair color for the first time and the last time I can remember.
It's only because the dye is old and it's supposed to be sort of a purple brown. Just came out brown. So it was unintentional. Not the cutting, but the dyeing.
Okay. Yeah, the cutting. I stuck my head in a lawnmower. It was kind of a weird mistake. I was making a peanut butter sandwich and I tripped.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Oh, wait a minute.
That guy committed a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Fuck. During a fucking police standoff, of all things. You'll never take me alive.
Hello? Did I just lose internet? I lost internet.
People, he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, I could do a meal, meet you for dinner, but otherwise, nope.
Okay.
Wait, what?
What were you talking about? I lost internet there for a second.
Oh, good. Okay, I wasn't talking about anything at all. Nothing happened. It's all good.
What happened?
Nothing happened. I literally just been sitting here, staring into the abyss, wishing I was dead. Actually, not dead. Wish I was sleeping. I don't want to be dead. I just don't want to be awake right now. I'm so tired, and all my limbs hurt. I never thought I'd be that old guy. I'm like, my bones ache. Literally, my bones ache. Like,
My poor Cupcake.
I'm 35 years old, and the biggest issue I have is my bones ache. I mean, it's my joints, but you get what I'm saying. My limbs hurt, and not hurt ow, eee. It hurts to lift my arms. I realize I'm very animated, but this still hurts like a son of a bitch.
Oh boy.
And it's all here and here, and then the same thing with my legs. It's where the muscle is. It's like, ah. And I don't want to taking ibuprofen and Tylenol for almost this entire week because otherwise my freaking body hurts so much I can't even concentrate. Rada. Right. One thing's for sure, I'm ordering out for dinner because I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but it's gonna be food for sure. And not fast food, because I'm tired of eating crap every night. Current health guidelines state that the average American could eat 3 to 4 eggs a day and improve their health. Okay.
That sounds like too many eggs. Some days I can barely handle an egg.
Well, you're also like half my size. To me, like 2 eggs is a small sandwich.
I might be bigger than you currently. I mean, you are tall.
Like, they're like 3 to 4 eggs. I'm like, that's 2 sandwiches. Like, what? Yeah, I could do that. I highly doubt that. I'm been bigger than height-wise, because I think I have, like, what, 5 or 6 inches on you? What are you, like 5'4"? 5'5"?
Who, me or Kiki?
Kiki.
Okay.
5'4".
Yeah, I have 6 inches on you.
Yeah.
Which, like, in the scheme of things, doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're talking, like, size, yeah.
Yeah. You're just about 1 inch taller than my hubby.
Right. Well, I mean, the average American male is about 6 feet tall. And then you have fucking the giants that seem to inhabit this fucking plane of existence. The average American, what are you, like 6'0"? 6'7"? Dude, that's fucking huge, bro. Like, that's not average height at all.
Oh, I do know someone who's close to 7 foot. I can't remember exactly, but
I know. Yeah, I was thinking of your friend Mish. I was like,
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he's like 6'7", 6'8".
That's like when you find out, or like some of like, I seem to have had the luck of having like all of my like women friends are all short because Sammy's like I think like 5. Should she tell me like 5'2"? I'm like, damn, you're teeny tiny. She's like, shut up. We were all comparing like hand size because her buddy Killcoin was holding a can of Coke. I'm like, what are you, Andre the Giant? That thing is like, get your whole hand wrapped around it. And he's like, it's like, oh, it's a mini can. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then she put up a picture of her holding a can. And I'm like, you're holding a mini can, right? She's like, no, it's a standard size can. I'm like, what do you got, doll's hands? The hell?
Tiny hands.
Right, like, she's holding, she's holding up a can like this, and like my whole hand wraps around. Like I could almost like I've got like maybe half an inch for where my thumb and my forefinger touch. And she's holding it like I'm like looking at it. And she's like that far apart. I'm like, oh my god.
So dainty.
Right.
Well, give
You
an
don't have
example.
big ogre hands like me.
To give an example.
But I mean, like, also, forearms.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so, like, kind of teeny
Can't
tiny
even get my
hands.
hands around
But,
this
you know.
cup.
Right. I don't think I have any of the...
But then again, I take after my mom's side of the family, and I know Cupcake still has mind blown by the picture of my grandma.
Yeah, your grandma? Fucking Mish the time traveler?
Yes. She shrunk, obviously, because she's like 4'8". She's like just under 5 foot now, but she wasn't much more than like 5'2". My mom average height for a woman, like 5'4", 5'5". My dad's side of the family, on the other hand, are like very large, at least 6 foot, if not like 6'2", 6'3".
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
I always felt like the real tropifier for, like generally if you need like something to use as perspective for like the average American, like how like without seeing somebody next to another human being, like size wise, how they hold a coffee cup. Like I suddenly started putting together that like I was noticing that like smaller people will have like the double handed. I'm going like, what the hell? I'm like, I'm looking at like this, like what? Like, what do you get to hold in both hands? Also, this one doesn't count because this is a 14
doesn't
ounce.
go all the way around. That's why.
I gotta hook it with my forefinger for God's sake. I'm like, eek.
Yeah, it's
Like I said,
just now I didn't realize how big this cup was. My hand really does not go around it.
I was gonna say this doesn't count because this is a 14 ounce coffee mug. So this is like this thing is gigantic. So it doesn't count because like people see me with this. They're like, that's just a coffee cup. I'm like, no, that's it's a monster. I drink a lot of coffee. That wasn't obvious. Cupcake, do you sleep? What is sleep? I'll be dead soon. But yeah, I started noticing like how many hands, how it's being held is really a like a marker for body size. I know that sounds weird, but like all this comes out of the conversation where the dude was holding one of those mini mixer cans of Coke, and I'm like, you Andre the Giant? He's like, well, it's only an 8 ounce can. I'm like, oh, okay. Makes more sense. I mean, also, I think Bitcoin is like 6 something and like 300 pounds, so like it did also make sense, but I digress. Now what? Oh. What was the other thing? I am not a robot. Go. Literally do there. Click. Damn, that needed to be wire. I could have used that as a freaking background.
Hmm?
Oh well. Oh, that one's awesome. Too bad it's just somebody's birthday. Eat.
It's supposed to be
What's
very
up?
good. Our Flag Means Death. It's a show on.
The fuck is
It's about
our
pirates.
flip? Of course.
Soft gay
I mean-
pirates.
The golden age of piracy.
Hmm. It's supposed to be very good. It just got a second season announced.
Right.
It's on my ever-growing, far too large to actually accomplish to watch list. Because there's never enough time in the day, because all I want to do is sleep too.
Right. Well, I mean, you're almost done with your schooling, so, like,
Yeah.
should have some time start opening up a little bit, I would imagine.
And I'll fill it with sleep, hopefully.
Right. Shut up! Don't tempt me with my dream of constant napping, like some sort of pet. How do you fill your day? Well, I take a nap, and I eat, and I take another nap, and I eat, and I take a nap, and I eat. Then it's time for bed!
Ringo is probably asleep in the living room.
Probably. Like, shockingly, I actually like my job. It's just way too many hours as of late.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least you like it.
Oh yeah, no, I mean we're succeeding like crazy. We've been doing record sales. We're making all our goals. I mean, apartment doesn't look great, but like that's acceptable given that I've been short-staffed.
Everywhere is short-staffed.
I know.
Yeah. Exactly. Today is a good day to have a good day. Thank you, work.
Thanks. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
It's like, motherfuckers. Like, I have vacation at the beginning of August that I will be, like, so happy.
I have yet to actually successfully get a week of vacation yet this year, and I'm getting crankier and crankier with every passing month.
Poor Cupcake.
Oh, boy.
You can't have that week. There's this thing going on. Okay, well, what about this week? Well, there's a thing going on. What about this week? Your guy needs some time off. Well, what about this month? Well, see, somebody's going to be gone on a thing. Okay, well, what about September? Well, maybe September. Maybe. If we don't cancel it because one of the other guys has something going on, it's going to be in the corner. If anybody needs me, I'll be unconscious until it's time for me to go home.
Poor Cupcake.
Everybody who's been asking me to do things today, I'm just like, I'm at work. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, definitely. I mean, when am I not at work?
I mean, even when you're not at work, you're at work.
Hmm.
When does the new Thor come out?
Soon.
No idea. Trying to decide if I want to go see it.
You want to go see it?
Apparently it's out right now.
Oh.
No. What am I looking at here? I'm sorry. No. It
No,
released
July
July 8th. I popped up and it was like, Marcus Artiel Cinema, standard show times 3 o'clock. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, it will be opening early in my city. It'll be opening on the 7th.
Right. Well, that's what it says, July 7th release
Well, here it
date.
says July 8th. Or is that...
Look at me. Probably IMAX.
Yeah. Sweet. I have so
All I know
much-
is the...
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, it looks like Zeus is gonna be in it. It's like the guy playing him looks so familiar, and I just can't place where.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, so
What now?
Zeus is Russell Crowe.
Oh. Well, that explains it then. I was not expecting that, but yeah.
Like, when I look at a picture
I'm,
of it, I'm not
color
like,
me
that's Russell Crowe, but that's apparently Russell Crowe.
Color me is slightly impressed that they have a
Right.
woman as Bast. Slightly impressed.
I mean, I'm not. Valkyrie's a black woman, so, like...
Yeah.
Well, I'm not... They could have whitewashed Bast.
Yeah,
So glad...
but I mean, after Moon Knight, I'm really not, like... I no longer am shocked by them actually, not just having an entirely white cast.
Yeah, they try.
Which, I don't know the god's name, but, like, the hippo god from Moon Knight is amazing.
I have not watched Moon Knight yet, so that's why I'm like...
Yeah, I mean, like, Moon Knight has a pretty colorful cast with it being Egyptian mythology. I don't know the actor's name, but the guy who plays the main character is Poe Dameron from fucking Star Wars.
Yep, Oscar Isaac.
Yes.
I've shared him in his role from Dune for the energy he puts off in that role. It's a specific kind of energy. I was like in the Nazi workshop. I'm like, here, simp over this man as this character, please. Thank you. He looks good with his beard.
Who's he playing Dune?
Duke Leto Atreides.
He's Leo Atreides? Damn!
Yep.
Because is he? Okay, yeah, yes, he was born in '79. I was saying, I feel like he's way too young to play. Because I remember from like watching the movie with Patrick Stewart, like the Duke was older. I thought.
Yeah, he's at least in like late 30s, early 40s. You know,
Well,
'cause,
79. He'd be what, 40?
something like that.
89, 99, 09. Yeah, it's his early 40s. I guess that's right. I just like when you see him, like I see him as like Poe Dameron, and like they played the character in Moon Knight. Like he looks so much younger. Like,
Well, he grew a nice big beard for.
oh, he's the voice of Gomez Adams. Right? Yeah.
But
Oh
yeah.
my God, he's gonna play Solid Snake in the Metal Gear Solid movie. What?
Which maybe will.
Have
What?
you seen him with his beard? He can pull that off. I'm just like,
Colonel.
well,
Metal Gear. Who else is attached? It doesn't say. Oh my God! What? Hideo Kojima had suggested Hugh Jackman, Viggo Mortensen, and Luca Morani as Solid Snake, and they got Oscar Isaac instead, which is amazing. He'll do a good job. He will.
also Dave Bautista's in Dune, by the way.
Of course he is. Dave Bautista's in everything.
Mhm.
He's Beast Raban.
Wait. Jason Momoa is Duncan, Idaho? Oh my God.
Yes.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
Yes, he was.
I'm sorry. Do we need to watch Dune?
No, please. I can't take another 2 hours of suffering. Like you freaks, I don't love Dune.
No, what we need to watch is Sonic.
Yeah, well, I've seen Sonic. It's good. Are you talking about Sonic 2?
2.
Yes, 2. I gotta give it up. I gotta give it up to Jim Carrey for going full Ivo Robotic for the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a great payoff. Now Nintendo is talking about doing a Smash Brothers universe. I'm like, oh my God, because of the success of Sonic. They're like,
Sonic.
Smash Brothers?
I don't see how that would work.
Well, we didn't know how the Marvel universe was going to work, but look where we are now.
That's valid.
So
At least
also,
they're all
Javier
actually
Bardem
from the
is
same
in Dune.
Huh?
Have you not played Smash Brothers? Like, that's the whole deal with Smash Brothers. Everybody
No.
comes together and kills each other.
Yes, but they all come from different universes.
Right, well, that's what they're saying. Like, Smash Brothers is the nexus that ties it all together.
What was that about Dune?
Javier Bardem, I think that's how you say his name, is also in Dune as Stilgar.
Oh, yeah. Gurney is Josh Brolin. Wow.
Yep.
What? Skarsgård is the Baron? Oh my God.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He does a great job.
Oh my
100%
God.
he does a great job.
He's such a good actor.
I love him. Yeah, I like it. These actors really did a great job, and so did the director, of just like kind of mashing together the previous two versions that came out and creating
Right.
something that is, and also like showing like not only like the Atreides battle language
Right.
they have, but also showing like how Paul was affected by the spice when he went to Dune, because not only was he the product of the Bene Gesserit breeding lines, he was also being trained in the Bene Gesserit ways, and they were also, and this is not really shown in the movies too much, but he was also being trained as a mentat. So he's got all this like training going on to make him like smarter, faster, etc., etc., etc. But also with his training by being the heir to the dukedom. So, and then you throw in an addictive substance that changes the way you react to things, and it's like all of a sudden, like, he becomes the Messiah. Dun dun dun. So it kind of shows like his first reactions to like, oh hey. But
All right, I'll be right back. I have got to take a leak.
okay.
You go do that bathroom thing.
Yep, right. Oh my god.
God damn it.
Alrighty. Floating heart.
Oh. Fuck.
I'm just so glad that I got to watch it on the big screen before it went away. And at the end, I was like, please say the phrase, please say the phrase. I said the phrase! Like me as the book nerd, just like internal screeching.
Oh, I can buy a Danhausen towel. I don't know why I would need one, but it does say very nice, very evil on it. 30
Pretty
by
much
60
true to
is still
form.
Big enough. It's like really difficult to find towels that'll fit hubby.
Makes sense. From what I've seen, hubby is
both
tall and large.
Big. Yeah.
So, I totally understand.
Did I say I watched the Batman last time?
I can't remember.
So.
Okay. I just scrolled past Black Adam stuff and it reminded me that I don't watch enough DC movies because they tend to suck, except for, like, Batman movies.
Yeah, the Black Adam thing looked awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, DC makes very, very, very good animated features.
I haven't really watched enough to, like,
Have an opinion?
be able to say, like, I have an opinion. You know, I just kind of watch it to watch it and, you know.
Well, Black Adam's supposed to introduce the Justice Society, isn't it?
I think so.
Because I think I saw, like, what the fuck is his name? Why am I blanking?
Captain Adam, or?
No, the, Let's see. It's got Hawkman. That's why I couldn't remember his name. It's simple. And Dr. Fate and Cyclone and other characters in it as well. That'll be nice to see.
Yeah, the Pierce Brosnan's Doctor Fate's interesting.
That was weird.
Yeah,
I paused to make sure I deafened myself, and I did the introduction. And I just heard a and then the dude hung up. And it's like,
weird.
I didn't pause that long. And answer within the first 3 seconds, like you're supposed to.
Right.
Whatever. It's like, I'll just go to hang up. Bye, Felicia.
Right.
Now skin off my nose.
Oh yeah, I should probably watch Miss Marvel too.
Yeah,
You
there's
have to
that.
watch all the things, all of them.
Oh, so many things to watch, but then
Yeah,
there's also YouTube.
That's part.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for
The way she goes.
Free version of Photoshop for browsers. Oh, obviously it's limited in its functionality, but that's neat.
It's baby's first Photoshop.
Yeah, easy way to get to learn it a bit before you decide to buy it and get all the features. Buy it.
Right. Buy our stuff.
Oh, alarm's going off.
Someone's calling.
That was just an alarm.
Oh.
That's my 1 o'clock. Did you really take your medicine today, alarm?
Oh boy.
I did. I remembered. Mostly because I wanted to get my allergy meds in me before I put makeup on.
Rawr.
Rawr!
Indeed.
All right. So yes, we may need to watch Dune.
Okay. We'll certainly have to
If
watch
we
it
ever
again
get to that
before
point.
the sequel comes out.
Yes. Me is much excite. Much excite. Yeah, it's definitely one of the ones that I'm like definitely looking forward to seeing in theaters because I'm like, I want the entire experience and, you know.
Right.
Oh yes, a couple of weeks ago, a friend and I went to see Downton Abbey in theaters,
Mm.
and it was very nice. We were laughing and having a good time, and so thank.
Got a call.
Yep. The what? Well, why are things taking forever to load today?
What? Something's trying to download, or?
No, I was just trying to load a web page and it was taking forever. The LGB Alliance has been granted a national lottery grant to help set up a helpline
Well,
for young
okay.
I've never heard of the LGB Alliance before, but that's a good thing, I suppose. Means they're not shitheads, as far as I can tell. Oh, it's UK based.
Right.
I've never heard of it. Good for them. Helplines help.
And they finally, spoiler alert, killed off Maggie Smith's character.
Oh,
Thank
not
God.
only is Maggie Smith getting old, but that character had to be old.
Yeah. And because my friend was like, yeah, I heard she didn't want to come back. I was like, yeah, that she probably said, you better kill me the fuck off. Like,
I hope they paid her well.
same. I mean, she didn't have very many scenes, and a lot of them she was sitting or, like, laying in bed.
Well, good.
So it's like, yeah. So I was like, good. Well, it's like, yeah, at her age, like, doing 6 seasons of a TV show and a movie, like, yeah. Not saying that she can't do it, but I'm like, I would get a little more tired myself.
Well, even during the Harry Potter days, she was getting weak.
Yeah.
Well, during the Harry Potter day, she was dealing with cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying anything against her. I'm just saying, like, she was dealing with cancer, for God's sake.
So yeah, that was just like, yeah, I would have been like, because it was at the end of the first movie, or like the end of, it was the end of the final season where they intimated that she got news that she had something that would eventually like result in her passing away or whatever. So it's like, And then she got through the last movie, and it was like, okay, like, I was not expecting that, but that's okay. It's like, yeah, you guys better, like, at this point, I'm like, if she was alive in, like, the 1870s and 1880s, and this is, like, the late 1920s, early 1930s, I'm like, she old. Because if she was, like, coming out in, like, the 1870s, then you got 30 years from there, so she's in her maybe, like, 50s or 60s by the turn of the century. And then by the time another 20 or so years go by, it's like, yeah, she's in her 80s and 90s. So it's like, she lived a long, good life for that day and age. And just let her just coast out gracefully, please. Thank you.
Okay, we're about 2 hours in. I think we can call it here.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. Because I think we're starting to get the whole, like, pauses of, oh, what do we talk about next?
Isn't
So,
that our show in general?
yeah. All right. Good talking to folks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cough, 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 cough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to put my elf ears on. Whoops.
It happens.
Yep. Oh,
All
boy.
right. Thanks for podding with me.
All right. Toodaloos.
Bye.
Bye.
Where's the button?
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, and Miss. I hope everyone stays safe, and if not, let's start throwing some bricks cause the first pride was a riot.